Hoy estamos con nuestra siguiente entrevista para continuar con nuestra serie de Real Estate Investment y hoy tenemos una invitada hiper especial.
Me.
Con ustedes, Miss Vivi López.
Yeah.
Vivi, ¿cómo estás?
Here. Good.
¿Cómo te sentís hoy?
Good. I'm pumped. I usually not on this side of the camera ever. Makes me a little.
Really? You don't seem
really
to get
like
uncomfortable in front of the camera.
I don't know. I feel like it's more like when I'm in the mood, perchance, but there's not a lot of times where I'm in the mood. But I'm happy to be here. I like to talk, so.
That's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay. So today the idea is that we talk a little bit about your experience working with me, tu experiencia trabajando en los diferentes negocios y saber cómo vas en tu vida y qué de lo que has hecho te ha servido y qué de lo que creemos tu mamá y yo que hemos hecho también te ha servido y qué no te ha servido y qué consejos le puedes dar al resto de la gente que te está viendo para seguir en el camino.
Awesome.
Contame,
I got
¿a dónde estás ahorita? ¿Qué haces hoy, 6 de agosto 2025? ¿Dónde está Vivi hoy?
Well, right now I'm home from college, trying to get my life together and pack back up to go to Gainesville in a few days. I'm a student at the University of Florida, studying construction management. That, it's pretty great. I just wrapped up my first ever internship in that industry. It was a wonderful experience. And yeah, just chilling at home, trying to pack my life up here so that I can move it back up there for the second year now. And yeah.
Pero no fue tu first internship tampoco.
It wasn't my first internship ever, but it was my first internship in the construction industry.
¿Cuál fue tu primer internship?
My first internship was with a lawyer who's he was like a general contracting attorney, something like that. Like he handled civil, I don't know.
Civil matters for construction.
For construction, claims. Something like that, yeah. A few years ago. So that was fun.
How old are you?
I'm 19 nowadays.
Okay.
Soon to be 20.
¿Hace cuánto sentís vos que empezaste a trabajar? Actually working.
I know that I started working at 11. That was the age I started working. So I've been, low-key been working for 8 years now. That's a long time. But yeah, I mean, for as long as I can remember, I feel like I've always had a
¿Y a dónde empezaste?
Well, the restaurant, I don't know, well, we obviously are your fans of
the restaurant.
Your businesses, the restaurant. You bought it when I was in the 5th grade, right? In the early earth side of that. And yeah, I started working. I started as a hostess, greeting people at the door. Probably should not have been me. That was the first person that they saw, but I was there. And yeah, it was a great experience. Started as a hostess, learned a lot quickly, and then started bringing people their food and taking drink orders if the waitress was taking too long, and that turned kind of into serving eventually. And then, when you are there for long enough and kind of understand the way the place is run, you move up to trying to run it yourself. So that's what I did for a long time. And it's great. I think to this day, that's from the jobs that I've had and internships I've had, it was my favorite one. But then again, a little biased because it was my first one and the one I've been at for the longest and the one I really grew in, but it's my favorite. I liked it. It felt like a little game. It felt when you play those games on your iPad with the food and stuff, that's what it felt like. It was really cool. So yeah.
And you like food.
And I love food, so it was nice to be around it for a lot of that time. It really was.
Pero también ahí en el restaurante empezaste de hostess y terminaste managing the place.
For a little, yeah. Eventually. Yeah.
Déjame hacerte una pregunta. En el restaurante empezaste de hostess.
Yeah.
y lograste terminar de manager. Llegaste a Cypress, te metiste a SGA y terminaste siendo la presidenta.
Yeah.
Te propusiste meterte a construction management, ya hiciste tu primera internship, donde por los posts que han puesto tu compañía, they're pretty happy with you.
And I'm happy with them, I love it there.
And they already offer, shout out to
SkyCon. Love you, SkyCon.
Ya te ofrecieron un internship para el próximo summer, right?
Yeah, yes. And
pretty much, they posted about it.
Yeah.
Te metiste a Dance Marathon allá, empezaste y ya estás en un leadership role.
Yeah.
Obviously, you like to be a leader.
Involved, yes. I like to
¿De dónde viene esa confianza que te da para saber que puedes obtener o optar a posiciones de leadership? ¿De dónde, qué te hace tener esa confianza?
I don't know. I think it's just like why I'm very much the type of person that likes to know what's going on all the time. I'm very involved. I like to be well-rounded. I don't like leaving things half done. So in my head, it's not like confidence in itself. It's more just like, why am I gonna start something and only go halfway or not really finish? And so with that, I've kind of just like put a lot of myself in anything I do. And obviously comes a desire to be more involved and like look for bigger roles and like look to just be the best version of myself in that situation as possible. I don't know if I guess there's a sense of confidence, but I wouldn't say that that's what drives it. Like, it's not confidence that drives those decisions. It's more just like a passion to do what I want. And it's like a dance marathon, for example. Like, the project itself is it's such a wonderful cause. It's beautiful, and it's just like, I feel a personal attachment to it. So I have a passion to keep going and to do the best of my ability in that situation. So I wouldn't say it's like confidence that drives it.
¿Qué es Dance Marathon, para que lo expliques un poquito?
I love talking about it. I can talk about a dance marathon for the next 4 years.
Do it in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. So if you haven't heard, Dance Marathon is a program that like stems from Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So there's select hospitals, there's probably a few in whatever area everyone's in. But those hospitals are a part of the Children's Miracle Network like chain of hospitals, and they have a program that is called Dance Marathon that was created to basically create awareness for pediatric illnesses and raise money for these hospitals. So Dance Marathon at the University of Florida is a 26-hour-long event that we hold at our basketball stadium at the O'Connell Center. And it's 2 days really, but the entire year we fundraise for those 2 days. So it's just a cause that is for other people, run by other people, to show like how much good you can really do together. And I don't know, I've always loved it, and my passion began in high school when I was introduced to the project, obviously. But it's something that just stays with you, like seeing real children that were treated in a real hospital, that your money, you see exactly where it's going, like you see the equipment that you pay for with the donations that you receive. Like, it's something that like is very unique and very specific in it, and it's very impactful. If you haven't had the chance to get familiar with Dance Marathon, you really should. It's such a wonderful cause, and I'm really happy.
Por alguna razón siempre tuviste como que passion para los niños que están en hospitales, porque no sé si te acordás que nos hiciste nos hizo manejar a St. Jude, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Para llevar una donación.
That's all I was.
Y llevamos, ¿qué era lo otro? Toys era que llevábamos.
Pues stuffed animals.
Pero eso fue hace
years ago.
7 años tal vez.
Yeah, a long time.
Y ella fue, no, que necesito ir al hospital a dejar esto, porque muy pequeña hacía eso. Entonces, me imagino que de ahí viene también que...
I guess, I don't know. I always say, like, I could never be a doctor and like be in that field. I don't have it in me. I just can't do it. I'm not that type of person. And it's like, I would love to work with kids and like be in a position to help kids like that. But I know that I can't be a doctor, so I feel like this is where my impact is best, you know, where my skills are best put into place, you know what I mean?
Vos querés hacerle dinero para que otra gente
exactly,
pueda
like
That's what,
there's other people that got that handled. I will raise the money and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's probably why I chose to be involved the way that I am.
¿Y qué escogiste al final estudiar construction management?
Yeah.
¿Qué te ayudó a tomar esa decisión?
So I started my freshman year fall as a public relations major, and I don't know, I thought going into college that that's what I wanted and that's what I'd be good at, and I'm not saying I'm not, I didn't see the career as something that I would enjoy as much as I would something else. Like I didn't feel like it was where I needed to end up. You know, it was a good place to start, but I don't think that it was where I wanted to end up. And I've always been a raging control freak and very, like I said, involved and hands-on. And I function best in a very stressful environment. I just do. That's the way it works. Obviously, nobody likes to be stressed, but for some reason, that's where I function the best. And I think that I've always been better when I have like a go, go, go mentality. And so, you know, with that, I looked into like several industries, and it, you know, just happened to be that you studied the same thing. And we have a very similar way of thinking and way of operating. So I just decided to give it a shot, and I did. And I don't hate it, which is such a great feeling to feel.
You don't hate it or you love it?
I think I loved my internship so much, and like, if
that's the future?
If that's the future, then I'll probably love where I am. But yeah, I don't know if I'm like, I adore it so much, because it's just like, maybe we're just not there yet, you know what I mean? Me and my major is that we don't have that relationship, but I definitely see it going somewhere farther than I saw public relations going, which is good. Okay. Not to shame, public relations is a great major, especially at UF. I
wasn't for you.
Personally, I couldn't, I don't know, I didn't see myself really going that far with it.
¿Cómo procesás el miedo a intentar cosas nuevas?
Creo que, o sea, el miedo siempre va a estar ahí. No es que, like, it doesn't just disappear. Entonces, como para take that first step y en verdad tratar de hacer algo nuevo, tenés que saber que regardless of what happens, va a estar bien at the end. Like, no vas a morir, no vas a perder nada. Hay que tratar, porque así se empieza. O sea, no hay otra opción. O tratas o no lo haces nunca. Entonces, no es que proceso el miedo y lo hago. No, o sea, el miedo siempre va a estar ahí, no va a cambiar, va a ser algo que no te puede, like, you can't let fear eat you alive. It's not.
That's not an option.
It's not an option. Y entiendo que otra gente, o sea, le afecta más, porque así somos. Pero para mí, el miedo nunca ha sido algo make or break. O sea, sé que lo voy a sentir, sé que va a estar ahí, y yo estoy bien con saber eso. O sea, no es algo, el miedo no me da miedo, o sea, sé que va a estar ahí. Entonces, para mí sirve saber que whether I F the whole thing up in the end or whether I see some result, o sea, me da orgullo que lo hice. O sea, it makes me feel good that I tried something new, you know? So, I don't know, I think you need to be confident in yourself y tener a sense of like, I'm still who I am, regardless of the result, you know? So, I think maybe self-confidence helps a lot, and el saber que el miedo nunca va
ahí va a estar siempre.
Disappear.
Aquí el miedo lo dejamos en la gaveta. Canción de viejitos. En la manera en que nosotros te educamos, tu mamá y yo, que no fue un small or easy task, right? because your mom was very hands-on, right? She was very...
She's great.
And I think a lot of your success comes from your mom, the discipline, la consistencia y todo eso. ¿Qué cosas vos pudieras tomar como que estas cosas que logré hacer porque mis papás me educaron, me están sirviendo para tener confianza, para poder face my fears y para, deal with rejection y todo eso? ¿Qué cosas crees vos que, si le tuviéramos que dar una recomendación a otros papás?
Oh God, that's kind of hard. I think that you guys did a really good job with teaching me and my brother to be empathetic while not being self-centered and selfish, if that makes any sense, because I know they're the opposite, but sometimes they overlap. For example, I know that it's different parenting styles and other things work, but when, say someone's being mean to you at school, whatever, sometimes the answer is, oh, they do that because they're jealous of you. Or other times the answer is, you don't know what they're going through. And I think that it was helpful that you guys didn't really pick one. I think that a lot of the times things like that were very left in the air, and it was just like, you don't know why they were the way they were towards you. You don't know why they acted that way. But at the end of the day, you don't care. It's not, you don't have to figure out why somebody did something to you, because you can't control the way other people act. You can only control your reaction to that. So I think that you guys putting stress on the fact that, as an individual, you handle your own fate and you turn it into whatever you want to turn it into, either failure or success or whatever, I guess it's circumstantial. I think that it was really helpful to keep ourselves empathetic and know that we're never going to fully understand the way other people think, and that's how we find a common ground and having empathy for others because of that lack of understanding, because you're not going to pretend you know what's going on in someone's life, but also knowing that you have the power to control your own outcome and your own reactions, and that's really helped, I feel like.
Okay.
So
otra pregunta.
Yeah, maybe that.
What role does your faith plays on your everyday, on your life, on your outlook of life?
I think for me, it's always been a backbone. I think that having that there, my faith there, and knowing that there's a place that I can go to when I'm feeling doubt or I'm feeling just I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty a lot of the times when you're young. Even when you're old, there's a lot of uncertainty. But when you're young, like me, and trying to figure out what to do in your future and what to do in your friendships and what to do, every day, it's good to know that there's somewhere peaceful and a place to go to when you don't really know what the answer is. I think uncertainty is good, because it gives you a way to just kind of calm down and reflect, And I'm not saying, okay, I look to my faith and immediately I know what the right decision is to make. No, that's not the case. But it brings me to a place where it's okay, whatever decision I make, I know that I make it with a good intention because I came through my faith and, I think through my faith and stuff like that. So again, it's all about just kind of trusting yourself to not always make the right decision, I feel like. Even though that kind of doesn't make sense.
Si tuvieras a la Vivi de hace 3 años, o 4, 3 o 4.
Okay.
¿Qué le dijeras?
Oh, my girl.
Y sí, ¿qué le dijeras? ¿Qué advices le dieras? ¿Y cómo le plantearías el outlook?
Man, that's tough. She was great, by the way. She's really cool and really funny. I think I would just tell her to, I don't know, so many things, honestly, but maybe to be more selfish, I feel like. Is that like a crazy thing to pitch?
In what sense?
I think that I struggled a long time with really, I don't even want to say, I never like disliked myself, but I feel like I never gave myself enough attention ever. Like I feel like it was very centered around what other people, you know, maybe thought. Also the amount of time I put into work and stuff and activities and stuff. And I never really like dove into who I was. I'm not saying like I've always been the same, and I've tried not to steer from the personality that I have, even though it's a very strong personality. I think that this past year, I've really done a lot of just like getting to know myself and getting to know things that I like and what things make me truly happy and what things I don't prefer to see in a certain relationship or I don't prefer to see in a friendship, you know what I mean? And I think that, you know, I wouldn't take anything back. I would definitely take the steps that I took again, for sure. But if I were to give her some advice, it would be maybe just be a little more interested in yourself, because, I don't know, it was pretty cool. And yeah, and to not let the little things get in the way of positivity, and to listen to your dad more often, low key.
To listen to what?
Your dad more often. I think that was a good key.
Wait,
I'm not saying, pause. I never said, I'm not saying I didn't listen to him before, and I'm not saying he's the smartest man alive.
No, but just say it again, because I think the camera didn't.
I'm just saying, sometimes he has good calls.
Sometimes?
Sometimes. And I like, more, I would listen to him.
You listen to me a lot.
I listen to you a lot, and I don't regret. Like I said, I wouldn't take anything back. But
and back then you listened to me.
And back then I listened to you too. But I would say he's got some good ideas. Both my parents do. They have great ideas, and I've never really been the type of person that's like, they don't know what they're talking about. No, I've always thought they knew what they're talking about.
That's true. Ahora, ¿qué consejo te gustaría o qué te gustaría escuchar de la Vivi de 5 años más adelante?
Oh my God.
¿Qué te gustaría que te dijera? ¿Qué te gustaría
like
escuchar?
Everything. I would want to know literally everything. What did I do tomorrow? I would want to know, I don't know. What do I want to hear? I would probably just want to hear,
We good?
if like, am I happily successful? You know what I mean?
You
I
know,
don't
that
really
was
care.
my next question.
I don't really care to be, of course I care to be successful, but I want to make sure I'm happy.
That was my next
successful.
question. How do you, what do you see when, if somebody tells you you're successful, what would you see in your future?
Like joy.
What's the idea of success for you?
I think for anyone as well, like obviously financial stability is always a good thing, but I think real, like genuine joy in what I'm doing would constitute as success, especially right now, like feeling good with myself. And like, you know, making sure that if I'm successful, if my relationships around me, my relationship with my parents, my friends, you know, anyone is doing well as well. You know, like, are we happily successful? Am I doing it correctly? Am I too successful that I don't have time for anything else and I've put such a stress on making so much money and working every single day so that I can whatever? Or did I find a happy medium?
Me gustó la respuesta.
Thanks. I didn't fully.
¿Qué te llama la atención de la empresa de Grupo L, de los developments, de las propiedades, del portfolio y todo eso? ¿Es un negocio que pensás, la tomaste en mente cuando decidiste estudiar Construction Management? ¿Cómo te ves en ese path?
a part of it for sure. I feel like
a part of it? You're gonna be running it, bro. I need to retire.
So I think that, like, of course, like I want to make something for myself and whatever, but I feel like we've had such a great relationship like throughout my whole life, and like my entire family, we've been super close, and it's like you make it a point that like it's for us, like what is being done is for me, it's for my brother, it's for, you know, whoever it is to come. So it's like, why would I not be involved? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's being handed to me on a silver platter, but at the end of the day, like,
oh yes, it will.
It's the silver platter is my, but I see it as like, that's my responsibility. Like, it's not anything else other than like, okay, it's in your hands, it's your responsibility. It's, again, like, my personality has always been leave it better than you found it. So it's not like I'm gonna take it and be like, all right, now we're good, I can chill, we got my business and whatever. No, like, it's gonna grow, it's gonna be better. And it's because, you know, we have worked together and you've worked with mom, and our entire family has put in the work for the business. It's not like all right, like, I made it all for you, you can leave it. No, it's mine. And I feel like pride in the fact that it's mine, and I feel a responsibility, and like, and I owe it to you, and I owe it to the business to grow it and to put the work in for it. So yeah, for sure. It was the reason I made my decision. It wasn't a part of the reason, it was the reason, and it's, yeah, of course. I have a lot of pride in that.
Good.
It's a good thing.
¿Qué crees que es lo más importante que hay que tener, no de dinero ni nada, sino que de tu ser, para sentirte bien con lo que haces, para face your fears of, you know, new things y todo eso? ¿Hay algo que al final del día vos decís, de todas maneras, you know, whatever happens, ¿qué feeling es la que sentís?
I think, honestly, I feel like perhaps, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say, I feel like everything comes back to maybe any faith that you've created throughout your life, whether it's, you know, a certain religion or whatever you might believe.
In your case.
In my case, it's specific to everybody. But when I think of like, okay, things that you need a sense of self-confidence, you need a clear mind, you need open-mindedness, you need, you know, emotional intelligence. Yes, you need all those things, but that's where I got them from, you know what I mean? My understanding that like there's something bigger and better out there that's looking out for me, you know? And personally, that's my answer, but you know, I just, I think all those things, and then understanding that like, you're gonna be fine. Like,
so,
you're gonna be fine.
Grace,
yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Gratitude,
and yeah, I mean, your perspective on everything is like, if it's not gratitude, then you're doing it wrong, you know what I mean? Like, you're never gonna be fully satisfied with anything in the world because it's imperfect. So why not approach everything with gratitude? It gives you room to make mistakes, and it gives you room for error, and it gives you room for people to disappoint you because you're gonna be grateful for growth.
Ok, ¿cuál fue como tu experiencia viendo a tu papá, o sea, tú desde niña, como sus negocios y así? O sea, ¿qué tan envuelta estabas en lo de la construcción, en lo de Wings? O sea, ¿cómo te fue atrayendo todo este...?
Well, I feel like when...
Cuando íbamos a la rentadora.
Yeah.
Íbamos a comer a Sparrow.
Yeah, best Caesar salad out there. I think that... Yeah, I think he has always like very subtly introduced me to things like that. I think that they've done a good job without like forcing it on me or my brother, the experiences that we got. And I think that you very subtly introduced me to, you know, the businesses and the different people that you know and your network of people. But it's never been like something that I feel like is mandatory to do. So that's kind of psychologically probably helped you in the end, because, you know, it gave me like room to make a choice, you know? And now the choice that I made is so much more meaningful, because it's like, I got to make it for myself, you know? And it means more because, yeah. So yeah, just following him around in like different meetings or going to see his new projects and literally just watching him walk around, looking at the new windows, looking at the door and the wall, and like, you know, just being able to be around it without being told what I have to do has worked. And then I think the restaurant was really helpful because, you know,
work ethic.
Yeah, and like as an 11-year-old, like you don't completely understand what's going on in real estate when you're 11, or like what him buying houses and land means. So the restaurant gave me a really great like base of like, yeah, of what like responsibility means, what it means to work hard and work long hours and, you know, have people depend on you for things and stuff like that. So that was a good like example. And then, you know, all the skills that were built there and tailored there translated to other things. So yeah, just watching him walk around and talk to people, watching him scream at people on the phone, like stuff like that has just helped a lot. And like we have very similar personalities, so any advice that he gives really like translates because I understand. And it's like, it helps that we're like, as like people, we are very similar. That's always really helped, so yeah.
Okay, ¿tienes alguna anécdota como favorita de todo el tiempo que has estado trabajando con tu papá y así?
Like a memory?
Ajá, algo que te guste mucho.
What's a good memory?
Buena pregunta. Yo tengo 1000.
A ver, tú como papá. Ay, es que no tienes...
They're all like centered around food, which is really like, just like really the problem here. Yeah, he used to take me to like this Cuban sandwich place by the rental car. That was really good. And when we went to like an open house once, I remember this, I was starving and we went into like, he built like these 2 houses that were like, you know when it's like the part of the same thing, but it's a townhome. So it's split in 2, sorry, I couldn't find the word townhomes. We went and I was starving and he was like, we'll eat after, whatever. And we walked in the house and it was like an open house. So there was like grapes and stuff on a plate and I like ate the grapes while like walking around and I felt so cool because I was like, now I can just have like a fun little snack while we do this and then whatever. And the house was gorgeous too. I remember those townhomes like really like vividly. So that and yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. What else? I don't know if we have like any more fun. I mean, I loved seeing you yell at people in the restaurant and like kick people out.
See?
Well, yeah, I always thought it was very like standing up for your employees type thing. Like
yelling at the customer.
Yeah, yelling. Yes, not people, not an employee. I never saw you yell at an employee. I don't think. Maybe I wasn't there enough, but no, yeah, I always found it very like. Obviously, it's kind of scary if your dad is like yelling at someone, but like, I've always found it so like, you know, respectable that like that's the perspective that he has as a business owner is like to cherish what you have and like protect like your employees and the people that work under you and represent your company in the face of like an angry customer. Because a lot of the times, you know, big corporations and stuff like that, the customer's always right and whatever, which I do. To agree with to an extent.
I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't agree, but to an extent, you know, I understand that perspective. I just appreciate the fact that you don't have that perspective and you protect the people that work for you and have shown you loyalty over somebody that's just acting out of anger and emotion.
Okay, the question was favorite employees since the beginning. Que así como que uno está complicado, ¿no? Porque Pero he tenido muchos. Yo creo que hemos sido súper bendecidos porque he tenido bastante gente que ha sido muy buena.
Yeah, it's hard to pick.
Empezaría por decirte que no sé cómo escoger a quién es el que más odio, porque no, la verdad que en general no tengo así alguien que te diga, podré tener algunos que no sean tan de mi agrado, pero tampoco al punto de, ¿me entiendes? Pero del principio ponle, bueno, Austin, que ustedes lo conocen.
Austin,
Jack.
Jack is the best.
Jack es un staple del restaurante.
Yeah.
Gerardo, el driver, le tengo un aprecio incalculable. Johncito, de los de ahora, Daniela ya tiene, Alejandro, ¿quién más? De los que se han ido, Omar, ¿te acuerdas de Omar, Vicente? Ethan, como Jerry, ponle, Chasia, o sea.
Oh, Shazia's awesome.
Chasia.
Oh, but she's not like, that's my girl.
Chasia ya es parte de nosotros también.
Yeah, she's like, that's my friend.
¿Quién más? Erika, ¿te acuerdas de Erika? Nos invitó a la boda, fuimos. Hoy casualmente la niña está cumpliendo 1 año. Tyler, el esposo.
Oh.
Brian, ustedes no se acuerdan de Brian, o sea, mucha gente. Raúl,
Love.
Camila, ponle, tremenda empleada, a pesar de que Mindy.
Mindy. Oh my God, guys, what?
Sí.
This is so fun.
Sí. Y mi anécdota con Vivi, muchas, o sea, porque como dice ella, yo nunca le vendía la idea, vamos a ir a trabajar. Yo le vendía la idea como una experiencia.
Yeah.
Y con el propósito de causarle un impacto de que el trabajo no tiene que ser qué pereza o qué feo ni nada de eso. Entonces la llevaba a la rentadora y yo le explicaba. Yo nunca los traté como son muy pequeños y no van a entender. Siempre les explicaba como que era cualquier persona. Cuando tenía 11 años, ahora que tiene ya la edad que tiene. Entonces a la rentadora la llevaba y le decía, este es el sistema, aquí es donde atendemos a los clientes, lavar los carros y todo eso. En medio del shift, lo que hacía es que vamos a almorzar o vamos a caminar a la playa, porque estábamos cerca de la playa, para que sintiera que había algo, pues, motivante para, después de las 2 horas, 3 horas que estábamos allá. Como hemos hablado con Vicente, para mí la comida es hiper importante desde el punto de vista religioso, así te lo pongo. Entonces, para mí, compartir la comida, break bread, para eso es sagrado. O sea, ahí es donde yo siento que es lo más seguro que ahí Jesús va a estar sentado con nosotros. Claro, a ella le gusta la comida. A mí también me encanta, pues más fácil llega Jesús a cada rato a vernos a nosotros comiendo. Entonces, siempre fue un bonding que tuvimos.
Yeah.
Con el restaurante. Me acuerdo que a las primeras semanas les dije, ok, este es tu trabajo. A Diego, este es tu trabajo. Y los dejé. Y ellos solos, con el tiempo, yo les daba órdenes tal cual como le daba órdenes a cualquier otro empleado. Entonces ellos sintieron como que un poco abandonados, pero a los días entendieron el mensaje que ellos, they have to look after themselves dentro del restaurante. Y fueron desarrollando su skill set al punto que los dos llegaron a ser managers y todo, pues, ¿verdad? Y la experiencia, lo que más me acuerdo de Vivi, Diego y Vivian fue en el 17. Hubo un huracán.
Yes, that was so fun.
Correcto.
Yes.
Todos los restaurantes, cuando hay un huracán, tú puedes cerrar el restaurante y el seguro te paga lo que no vendiste. Empezaron a llamar clientes a decir, por favor, atiéndannos porque no tenemos comida, porque se fue la luz, tenemos 2 días sin luz. Entonces yo tomé la decisión, no me importa el dinero, vamos a quedarnos abiertos, vamos a vender lo que tengamos, aunque el seguro me lo va a pagar. O sea, era un trabajo que íbamos a hacer prácticamente por hacerlo,
Perfect.
no por... Pero
Everywhere was closed, by the way.
Toda la gente estaba llamando, preocupados porque no había comida, vamos a atender a la gente de la comunidad. Y la mayoría de empleados dijeron, no, yo tengo que... Entonces nos quedamos nosotros 4 solos con como 3, 4 otras personas. Y o sea, vendimos en 3 días
crazy.
Lo que se vendía en 2 semanas.
Yeah.
Entonces era o sea, había que levantarse temprano a trabajar con 1000 dificultades, sin luz.
All day.
Todo el día.
And there was no internet or anything like that. Obviously the hurricane, and all the phones were down. So every phone call came through his phone. Like that's it. There was one phone and there was the guest check books, and we would write it down, whatever. And the prices were like, it was like, all right, you got to work fast. So like you got to work on math. It was all like even numbers, and there was like a set menu, and there was no French fries, there was chips, and it was whatever. Oh my God, it was so fun though. It was great. It was so fun. And it was fun because I've always liked math, whatever. So like, whatever, Diego would take the order on the phone, whatever, and we'd have like 3 papers. I'd be given the papers, I'd do the math, I'd bring it to the back. Mom's like in the back packing up orders. It was like super, it was like assembly line vibes. Oh, it was so fun. That was like a fun game. We would make a lot of money on a game like that, like a
Pero era
game.
Un nivel de estrés fuera, o sea, el restaurante de por sí es un lugar bien stressful. Pero en ese momento el estrés era bien alto porque la gente llegaba, o sea, había fila de gente afuera.
It was crazy.
Preocupados, cash only, o sea, las condiciones no eran las ideales. Pero los 4 y más ellos 2 lo enfrentaron, o sea, porque al final hay que atender a la gente molesta, o sea, muchas cosas, pues. Pero lo terminaron viendo como una experiencia fun, pues, ¿verdad? Que no era. En el momento, si nos hubieras visto, no.
We didn't look like we were having fun.
Pero al final, a mí, pues, yo ya estoy acostumbrado a pasar por esos
At least
momentos de estrés.
at least the memories we have about it are
Entonces,
like fun.
eso es una de las... Y hay algo que me encanta que yo no, bueno, sí, porque te lo mandé hace poco, lo que me escribiste para una Navidad. Mis regalos casi siempre no son materiales.
Never. What are you gonna buy someone that can buy himself whatever he wants? He doesn't even want, like, at that point, like, the gift is not to buy him something.
Y el poema, ¿lo tenés ahí? En tu teléfono.
You have it on your
No,
phone.
porque mi teléfono está...
Oh.
That was 2017. That was
No
8
way.
years ago.
Yeah, I was 11.
11 or 12.
Yeah, this
Porque
is
esa es la persona que yo quiero ser. Pero imagínate, hace 11 años, a ver, 8 años.
Oh, yeah, I was 11.
Léelo.
Nah, no, you're not doing that.
Léelo.
No, it's cringe. I can't read that. You read it.
I'm not gonna read it. Like, I'm
You
not gonna
read
read
it.
a
Okay,
poem
so
that you gave me.
put a snapshot on the screen. It was a heartfelt. It was 11-year-old me, heartfelt message, and that's all.
Léelo vos, y
Why
de
do you
todas
have to
maneras-
wait? But leave it a mystery. Don't put it online. That was your gift. That
Well,
was
it's my gift. I want to share it.
Who wrote it?
so, me. I did when I was 11.
Then I'll respect Vivi's.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you gotta respect my wish.
That's not your wish. That's my gift.
But it's your poem.
Ok, entonces yo lo voy a leer.
Okay, so read it.
Ay, no.
No sea culo. Read it, Alejandro, tú.
Yo.
I'm not gonna write you another poem now because you're gonna put it out in the public.
You wrote me a song too, remember?
What song?
¿Quieres escucharla?
No, never mind. I don't want to ask.
Dice, my father.
I don't even know what it says.
My father who knows what he's doing.
Oh,
Who loves everyone.
real.
Who cares for every individual. Who
Damn.
writes for what's right.
Who what?
Who writes.
Probably fights is the word.
Who writes for, who fights for what's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you got it wrong.
Yeah. So I was 11.
Who doesn't let people treat him like nothing. A little bit. Who knows when he's right or wrong. who doesn't live in the past, who kills people with kindness, who is there. Espérate que no veo bien la última parte. Who sees the courage in people, who sees the potential, who has compassion, who loves. That is my father.
That's my poem. There you go.
Nice, huh?
How did I know the word compassion?
Huh?
I had 11 years old.
I don't know, but you...
Did I spell it right?
A little bit. Ese es uno de mis regalos, obviamente, imagínate. De 11 años, escribiéndome eso. Y yo así como que, si se da cuenta que no soy yo. Pero bueno.
She's never gonna do one again.
¿Ah?
Yeah, and now you're never getting a poem
No.
again. That was the last poem ever.
Pero y la canción... Ah, no, el poema. Hiciste el otro, era poema también.
What are you talking
El de
about?
Karim.
Oh, bro.
Ese fue hace como...
Because you forced me to do that. Was like a year ago. 2 years ago.
A year ago, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Ese no lo vamos a poner acá.
So stupid.
¿Cuál es tu salsa de wings favorita?
Key West.
¿Canción favorita?
Blue cheese. Sorry. Blue cheese.
No, canción favorita.
Anything Billie Eilish is like, I love her.
Mascota favorita.
Like a dog. I don't like animals that much. So dogs.
Pero
What is it?
tu perro favorito.
Bolito.
Tu dream car.
Cadillac Escalade.
Lo dijo muy rápido.
You heard? I'm kidding.
Yacht or private plane?
Yacht. Even though I get really motion sick on boats, but a yacht. With a Dramamine.
Never
Less
pay for food or never pay for rent.
Never pay for food. Who would pick never pay for rent over never pay for food?
Other people. I wouldn't pay. I would pick food too. Dame un consejo que le dieras a tu generación de...
One, they don't want my advice.
Why not? You still gotta give one.
Okay.
¿Qué le recomendaras a alguien que considerara que vos en este punto de tu vida sos somewhat successful? You cannot go in the future, right? But right now somebody says, I look at Vivi and I think she's successful. What would you tell them that has worked for you?
I think
Advice-wise.
advice-wise, to get very comfortable in the uncomfortable, and to, if you know that that's like something you struggle with, like putting yourself out there and in like a situation that you isn't ideal, then do it as much as possible and put yourself in uncomfortable situations and make yourself feel uncomfortable. That way you're familiar with the feeling and you take a risk when you have to. And I would say, yeah, and you know, learn that emotional intelligence means not trying to understand other people, but working harder to understand yourself. And in that, you'll be fine with whatever other people have to offer you. Like, it's not a puzzle. Like, other people are not puzzles to figure out. Like, you can't control the way other people act. That's just, you can't. So work on yourself first and the way you react to certain situations, and you'll realize that you're gonna be fine in any scenario, regardless of how anyone treats you. If you're confident in yourself and know exactly what you want and what your intentions are, you'll be fine. So maybe that.
Dale un words of grace a tu mamá.
My mom? My girl? Oh, my mom is awesome. I don't know, I think that as a girl, I'm very social and I talk to everybody. I never stop talking, whatever. And like, I have a lot of awesome girls in my life and a lot of wonderful women that I learn a lot from. But, you know, as a girl, your best friend is always gonna be your mom. Like, there's no one else I want buying my wedding dress, or anything like that. I wasn't gonna cry, but you're gonna ask me about my mom. I don't know, I think that we have had struggles and we argue sometimes. Man. But she's my best friend. And if I lost every single one of my friends right now, if I had my mom, we're chill. So, yeah. It's a stupid question. Don't ask me those questions. I love my mommy. She's the best. And listen, no one looks as good as she does at her age, so she's got to be doing something right.
Bueno.
But that's it.
¿Estuvo bien?
Bravo.
Bueno.
Thanks. Let me know when you want me to come
me
back.
mataste un poquito.
Ya estoy.
Bueno. Gracias y continuamos. Y gracias por abrirte, contarnos
Yeah, I got
tu
you.
historia.
This is like a really intense.
Gracias a
Setup
productor Cámara Lenta por todo. Y seguimos, porque hasta el cielo no paramos.
Okay. Whatever you say.